with JerAx. He's on MVP Hot6. You are the only Finnish player on a team full of Koreans. How did that come to be?
Well, for ASC didn't make it, so I guess that was it.
Huh?
For ASC didn't make it, so that was pretty much it.
Well, you had a brief stint on Tinker too, right?
Yep.
And what was the decision making to I've decided to go to Korea? Because there were a lot of people that were doubters. They thought, no chance. This is a terrible move.
Well, I didn't know it either.
Mm-hmm.
If it was worth it or anything, just have to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I knew Heen from DreamHack past and talked some, and then I left Tinker, and basically I was looking for a team, and just came an opportunity.
And what's it like communicating with them? I mean, I know Heen's English was amazing. He's pretty much fluent, but what about everyone else?
All four of us talk really good, and four of us a little bit less, so we have to kind of find our own way talking. They talk a lot of Korean, to make sure that he knows what we mean, and then we find the balance.
Did you expect at all that you guys were going to win the qualifier and make it to TI that way?
Basically 1 month before the qualifier, we were really not that confident, I think. We had to find our own way to play the game, but I came from Europe, and I had my own ideas, and then I tried to spread them into the team, and it was really not that easy at the first. Then 1 week before the qualifier, I think we kind of started to figure it out, and we found a way to, for example, challenge Phoenix. Most cases, me was just ended up winning in the scrims, and we felt really confident just week before, and just
week before, and then go into qualifiers, play the team that's 2 Phoenix teams playing in the final. I remember that. That was pretty exciting too for you guys, I bet. But now you're in the main event of TI. You're watching the qualifiers teams fight for their lives, and now you're about to play in a couple hours. Is this where you thought you'd be?
No.
3 or 4 months ago? No, not at all?
No, I didn't expect anything. Basically, getting into the tournament was super hard because Phoenix took the last MVP. So basically, MVP is split into 2 teams.
Yeah.
And Phoenix took the name of the last one. So basically, they got all the invites to tournaments, and we didn't get any. So we had a really.
And you
rough
guys won
time
the
there.
qualifier.
So we had to
Yeah.
Well.
But so you guys were the B team, kind of, when they first formed it.
Yeah.
And now you guys are the
A or B, yeah.
Okay, so this is your first TI. Tell us your thoughts when you first got here, and what you thought about the conditions, how you felt about everything.
People are really nice here. It's really easy to talk to anybody. People approach you, and that's why maybe me approaching other people is way easier. For Finnish people, it's really hard to approach another Finnish person in public in Finland, and here it's completely different, and it's blew my mind when I came here. And
do you like the friendliness more?
Yeah.
Approachability? Is it better?
It is better. You can share thoughts, and it's kind of sad to close in. And
that's what I heard from Scandinavian people, that they feel Americans are a little too friendly.
Oh, I haven't been here ever before, so it's a new experience. But I guess if I was here for a longer time, maybe I would get bored of American people. Just leave me alone. Give me space.
But no, everyone here, they're all Dota people, so you guys have a lot to talk about.
It's really easy.
And so tell me where you've been living. Where you've been living the last couple months?
Korea?
Yeah, but
it's between the airport and Seoul, the city Seoul. There's a team house for both teams. Phoenix and the Hot6 both live in the same house. There's StarCraft team a few floors below us. There's Heroes of the Storm, a brand new team next to us, and it's
what are the conditions like? Do you have a roommate, or?
There's I don't remember how many rooms, 7, 6, 170 square meters. Basically, there's 1 gaming room, 2 3 sleeping rooms, so we sleep together, and I mean, of course, there's 2 gaming rooms because both teams play, and then we have a kitchen, and we have actually a cook.
Yeah,
she makes us every day food, and
that's a big benefit. I know the Dota players don't like having to deal with that, and then having all the meals prepared.
I'm actually a big fan of making food, but
oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, but
well,
Koreans like.
Do you like their food though?
I love Korean food. It's like amazing.
Yeah, I really like it too. Is it because it's very it's clean, right? When they cook stuff, it feels
yeah, and I like spices a lot. Like Finnish cuisine is like salt and pepper, and it's like, yeah, take this potato, eat it. Yeah, I had a point, but whatever, I forgot.
And okay, so conditions. Can you see yourself being there for a long time, or is it like, I'm here, I'm just trying this thing, I can kind of handle being in Korea for a while, or did you like enjoy being there?
The 3 months while I was there, it was kind of rough, I would say. Like, I'm not used to living in a team house, and eventually, like, the privacy things and stuff like this kind of start to wander in your mind, and
yeah,
you're like, I want my own space, and basically, some weekends I just left alone to the Seoul city because nobody liked to go out. So I went there and met people, like Korean people I met on the internet, and yeah, that was like my own time, and I really needed that, I think.
Yeah.
And,
what did you do? What do you do outside of Dota there? Just
not much, like just.
Well, maybe watch some series or movies or something like that, and then just.
I don't really do much more than Dota
okay.
right now. Like
just focus on Dota.
Music and like Reddit and like all the basic stuff.
What can you tell us about your teammates? What have you learned from, like, they learned obviously from you, but what did you learn from them?
What I learned from them is like actually let me think a little. Basically how the team, like, how do you actually approach to become a team is like different. From the past, it's been like the community, like the 5 players are not that close to each other, but here, like in Korea, like you talk every day, and you have these team meetings, and everybody shares their thoughts, and I think they're more closer as a team. Like,
so you would say you're very, very close friends with.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's a good, that's probably the better way to do it, I guess. Yeah. But it might not even be possible because a lot of the European teams and the other teams, they don't live in the same cities. They're all spread out, and they play online events and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, people are kind of afraid of the team houses, I think. Like living 1 month together is like a real struggle for Europeans and US, I think.
Why do you think that is? Because that's the model in Korea.
I guess
every team lives together.
People like to go out, and they have their personal life, and I guess they're not able to do that as much. They're just afraid of like their personal life. I don't know.
So I want to hear some of what your reaction was as the qualifier was going on. So you're playing the qualifier, things are going really well. What are your thoughts? You're just like, oh man, like this is actually happening. What did you think?
Well, we were quite confident. We actually were in Singapore. That's all. We boot camped there just because of the ping, pretty much. Both us and Phoenix, and we were really happy for like playing on proper servers finally, because the Korean to see is like, it's quite laggy, and China to Korea is the same or worse. But it was surprising, and also there was like a kind of disappointment you couldn't play to everybody. Like we didn't face Rave once, or a few teams that we were kind of like, we want to put ourselves into test, but of course you don't want to risk your chance to get here.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. We played Phoenix twice, and it's like so stupid. We have played together forever. Yeah. So we have our own games and our own mind games, and it's like, it's weird. And
now that you're here, who are you looking forward to playing against? Who do you think are the really strong teams? I mean, obviously everyone has the same kind of answers, but I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Teams to look forward to play against. Well, VG is coming up. I mean, CDEC, we haven't played them ever, or VG. I think Empire is probably really interesting. I haven't played them forever. Like we played against them before SC back then, and I like their style. Admire them, kind of.
And you know, like this TI has a lot of strong teams. Like there's a lot of people saying, you know, Secret's the favorite, but after Secret, maybe EG, there's, you know, it's wide open, right? Are you guys happy to be here, or are you looking forward to, you know, like, is it like top 8? You know, we want to. This is our goal. You know, what's the
Well,
hope for you guys?
after thinking a while, I put kind of like I want a top 8
Yeah.
for sure. That's the aim.
And that's how all the other players think too, or?
Yeah, I think we are all really close with that.
Because it's a very like step-by-step process. Like years ago, it was like MVP, you know, just started, and people laughing at the Korean Dota because it was like so clowny and like weird and like not very good. And then last year, you know, like going to the qualifiers, barely not making it. And then this year, 2 teams in it, right? So it's every year is a little bit. Next year, do you see yourself still in Korea? Obviously depends on how this tournament goes, but you know.
There is kind of some sad things, like I have to go to Finland and probably study, so things kind of get messy, I think. But I don't really know what's.
Do you have to study though? Let's say you guys finish really high.
First?
Yeah, first. Then you don't have to study, obviously.
Of course
You
not.
don't have to do your
I don't
thing,
have to study, but like it's like I lose my apartment, and I'm kind of like I still want to keep it, and I can't move either of my parents, or like I'm kind of in a tough spot, I think. And Korea, I was paying my apartment, of course, from Korea always, and it's rough.
What? So you mentioned your parents. What do they think about you moving to Korea, pursuing this dream?
Well, my mom and sister weren't really happy when they knew 4 days before I left that I'm actually going to Korea.
Oh, you didn't tell them until 4 days before
Well,
you left?
it was a really quick decision.
Oh, right.
We talked like 1 week with Heen and the team, and watched replays and stuff. And
so you were just like, hey, I'm gonna go to Korea, live for about 3 months, and then I'm gonna go to Seattle, hopefully for another month. So see you guys. You know, like I need to pack now.
Well, I didn't really expect how much it was actually to move, because there's like so many different stuff, like your health and like how do you actually, like, where do you live, and what is the place, and is it safe, and you know.
But it's kind of like an adventure.
Yeah, I mean that's how I saw it. But my mom and sister was like, well, there's this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing.
Yeah.
You have to remember all these things, and I was like, I just want to go there and experience.
And we're now, since you guys have experienced quite a bit of success, what do they think about it?
I don't know.
I
haven't asked. I haven't asked.
You haven't asked them about it?
My mom is like watching our games, but she's knowledge is not the best yet.
Yeah, but I mean, she's watched you guys crush through the qualifier, and now you're in this tournament where the last place is 50K, right?
I'm not sure if he understood if he crushed the qualifiers, but I guess now she knows.
So she's watching TI?
Yeah. My sister was like, when do they run out the games, and she's gonna watch the games with her boyfriend.
It's pretty late in Europe, though.
It could be like 12, 2 a.m., but they have a holiday, so it's like.
So tell us a little bit more, you know, about your life before moving to Korea. What was your day to day like?
Day to day, like wake up, play Dota. I was partly studying, but as previously I went to Azerbaijan for 1 week. We had the IESF, which was the World Championship for Dota, like nations clashing together. There was, for example, newbie was there, and then we straight from there we went to Sweden to DreamHack, and I had 3 weeks of not studying at all. So I kind of had to quit school in a way. Some courses because it was my first year, so some courses required them to you had to not have the knowledge and stuff. So
was that a difficult decision? What did your parents think about that? It was just like, what are you doing?
I don't think they know about my school too much.
Oh wow, okay, all right. We won't put that in. I'm sure.
Yeah, just got it. But I was for sure like I wouldn't deny. I would never go to school instead of that. Like it's priority 1 for sure for me, and I want to keep it like that. But basically just waking up in Dota and studying somewhat. Like I tried to keep the studies there, but it was hard for me.
You know, you're known for having a very specialized hero. You are very, very good at Earth Spirit. Why that hero, and you know, how did that happen?
I don't actually know how it happened. like I started playing it and I was like, yeah, I'm just playing pubs and streaming and and then people were like, holy shit, this guy's like, what the fuck? How does he do that? And I was like, I didn't do anything.
Oh, so it's just normal for you. You thought every Earth Spirit played like this, right?
I still feel like I don't do anything like that special.
And what do you want? I heard Valve might be patching Earth Spirit in right now, right?
Main stage.
Between the group stage and the main stage. You'll be able to play it at Key Arena maybe.
No kappa.
But you're probably waiting for that, right? When you get your chance.
I've been waiting quite a few years.
It'll happen eventually, right? It's got to happen.
It's gotta happen.
Every single 100%
like
success rate.
TI10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there playing it.
Do you have any advice to Earth Spirit players?
Not really. I don't know. Just keep playing.
Keep playing. Okay.
Don't just ignore.
He's not
public.
giving you any secrets. No secrets. From
Ignore public.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck in your group stage matches later. Do you have any words for fans or?
No, I mean
any
everybody
shout-outs?
giving me support and I appreciate it a lot. And thanks.
Okay. Thank you.